Guys, welcome back here to map number 4, Trick versus Bulldog here. We see a close game every single time, but currently Bulldog lead 2-1 going into this protect and ban. Trout, run me through the start.
So, M8 being banned out as we've seen it banned out all series long so far. They obviously want to take that away from Pato being such a good AR player, as well as Cookie making utilization of it. Man of War after that previous game, probably not one they want to really see. The Vesper taken away, the XR2 taken away, the Shiva taken away. I think because of the way this series has been going, it's quite scrappy when it comes to strategies, and they kind of just want to take away some of the raw gun skill of some of the players in it. Like Overdrive obviously taken out, Rapid Fire taken out to prevent any sort of Shiva nonsense. And it just looks like the ARs are being completely banned out. They want to take Cookie and Pato out of the game pretty much. And I think some of the submachine guns aren't really going to be that vital in a game mode like this. I think you'll probably see a couple of Pharaohs if you do see an SMG come out. Mainly ARs, and I think taking out as many as you can is going to put them in a situation where they've really got to go on something they're maybe not too confident with.
I think really you're looking kind of like with the XR2 going as well, you're kind of restricted maybe to the ICR1. Further to that, there's not much more you can really use. If I was, going to be maybe using one or the other, it might be the ICR. I might even switch over to the Razorback. It's had a new buff. It's a lot more powerful. There's a few tweaks to it, but it is that kind of AR, kind of SMG hybrid, if you like. It has got that range. But interesting, we see now Stronghold capture the flag, kinetic armor, vision pulse, and scythe. Very, very standard from Tricked. Bulldog, though, kinetic armor, Tempest, scythe as normal. Wizard using Hive.
So is Jambino.
I see.
I'm quite surprised to see that, actually.
Not something you see all the time. However, on capture the flag, it could be very useful, putting those little traps down outside of doors, outside of the flags, just kind of stopping them even getting close to it. Can be very beneficial, but obviously those hives will only stay alive for the period of time that you are alive yourself. For me, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw kind of an ICR war here, but you are obviously going to get the SMGs being dominant as well.
Yeah, so obviously this game mode all about having the drop on your enemy. I think the vision pulse is going to come in extremely clutch for Tricked in this game mode. Obviously, if you can get yourself up to the base and use it, you can get yourself the vision of the other team and where they're going to be posting up. And even if you are one man on a mission, you can at least give yourself an advantage going into that situation. However, counteracting to that, obviously with it going off, you can actually see where the origin of the vision pulse was used. So although you're still in a disadvantage, you've got yourself an idea of where they might be coming from. But if you do use the vision pulse along with something like the kinetic armor, even the scythe, you can really do some damage when you're on the attack. So I can see why both those teams, well, Stifler has elected to use that. We've seen 2 hives come out from these guys, which gives me the impression you're going to see a bit more of an attacking orientated game. Having that hive,
I'd love to see that, I really
can actually, by using that, like post up your hives on entrances towards the base, and you can start to push out a little bit more heavy, knowing full well that your back is protected, the flag is protected by that. So we could see a little bit more gun action.
I hope we see a nice aggressive game. Maybe you will have that one kind of defensive type player, but it seems to be one or the other for capture the flag. You'll go 8 minutes without a flag, and then you'll pull one, and it's like everyone straight in, high impact, high intensity. Or, you'll see these kind of like really long drawn out games, and then you get the very rare occasion where, you'll have a 6-5 victory on capture the flag, but it's not something that you will see every single day. Now, getting into the game though, Trick versus Bulldog, map number 4, capture the flag, Stronghold. Trout, predictions for this one?
I honestly think it'll be Trick that take this one away. I think the vision pulse is going to be a really big factor in this one. I also think that taking so many ARs out of the battle is probably going to play in Trick's favour. It looks like maybe they've taken those away to give themselves as much advantage as possible. I expect they're probably going to have a strategy or a tactic or two, considering they're not exactly a proper pickup team. When we have seen the LMG come out from
Cookie and Pato using the 48 Dredge, with ARs banned, of course, you guys can always pull out a light machine gun there. In fact, I'm going to stay on board with, let's just see, Pato. He's in the mix here with this 48 Dredge. Obviously, this auto burst light machine gun.
So he's just watching this mid-cut. Smithy makes a massive 2 kills on Stifler and Famous. on this left-hand side. Cookie as well. Is that a shotgun?
I'm not too sure, but the Elcar Akimbo is out from Pato with the 48 dredge. This is getting, you know, he's pulling out some
naughty now.
Yeah, this is something that, you know, you usually see players maybe not using for certain reasons or others. However, Cookie already picking up 2 kills with the 48 dredge. Really obviously wanting to take this. Bulldog want to finish this game right here, right now.
So he's just watching the flank and see what does come to his presence. We have got a couple of people. Here's Stifler inside the house. He did pick up Wizard there. And it looks like they're pushing forward. Smithy answers back on him as well. Famous just watching the middle right now. So this is quite aggressive from Bulldog. So we are going to see a bit more of an aggressive style from at least the Bulldog lineup. It looks like Trick, they're just trying to reset themselves right now.
Yeah, maybe pick a few kills, set themselves up, and then kind of move out. Oh, BRM, another light machine gun being used here by Stifler.
Yeah, the BRM incredibly accurate, fast rate of fire, not the biggest amount of damage, but it will do for now. Sabayan is gone on a flank with this ICR, so that kill's going to be picked up by Famous.
Flag has been pulled. Yep. Famous has the flag.
He's pushing forward. Seb is going on a streak
that's so vital. I mean, Seb could have really clutched up here for Tricked.
Just watching the back with that ICR right now. He wants to get away with this. Some kills have gone down on the home flag. That's going to be a cap going towards his team. And Tricked are going to take this 1-0. And I'm sure that man is going to have streaks to his, well, at least a score streak going. Famous. 300 points from that lightning strike right now. As he is going to get challenged in the house. Pato picks up the kill. Crucial to get that one. If he gets streaks in CTF, it's not all over, but it's certainly going to be a swan song going into the second half. Smithy does answer back. So Bulldog really aggressive here. Really want to pick up a kill. The kinetic armor in favor of Smithy. If he does decide to pull this flag, spots someone on that bend and does pick up Stifler in favor, and he's going to start pulling the flag.
Yeah, this is where the kinetic armor can really come in useful, because he can pretty much run as soon as he sees someone, you know, enable that kinetic armor, put it into play, and you do see him use that. I believe that was used there.
What a
Does make the kill, but Stifler there taking him down with the grenade isn't going to be able to do that, and the flag there is still in possession. I'm just wondering where the flag is. I've even lost it myself.
Apparently Wizard's got it, but it's not showing up in
the sorry, actual,
yeah. Yeah, it said at the top that he has got hold of it, but it didn't have it in on the screen for us to see. But he did pick it up after Smithy got Semtex there in the end. So that was really crucial of them. I mean, Tricked actually went on the counter-aggression right there to try and pick up the flag itself. And what actually happened is, because of the delay on the actual indicator for the flag, they completely missed where exactly he was going. Went through the house, realized he was actually behind them, and it put them in a very bad situation. But Wizard's got a massive flank. He picks up one. He knows the flag carrier is sitting around there as well. He could have actually used the hive there to lock him in. Had he locked him in there, he wouldn't have been able to get anything of it. But the flag has been returned in the end, and it looks like Bulldog really trying to get this one away.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the thing is with the hive, for me, it's one of those things like on your general kind of public game types where you just kind of miss it completely, but you can spot it quite easily. For me, you know, on the hive, you can spot it, you can just shoot it, it eliminates it straight away. It's a one-shot kill, and it gets rid of it. So I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Pato just doing a bit of defensive work here for Bulldog, as only a minute ticks away on the clock. Let's see what Smithy's doing. A bit further progressed along with teammate Wizard, but again, we see this aggressive Bulldog style of play. Trick just hanging back.
So that vision pulse is going to call out Smithy right there. Well played by him, just to alleviate the pressure. Obviously at 1-1 at this stage of the game, and they are arguably on the weaker side when it comes to pulling the flag. At least as Seb does get a kill there for Pato. Stifler answers on Wizard. It is 1 apiece. 30 seconds left. Cookie trying to do some defensive work with the dredge. Taken out. Famous pushing up with his team. Smithy comes back to retreat to the base. He spots the flag carrier, gets that kill. Pato gets the final drop on him. Smithy assists, and that's just going to see that game out pretty much. He's going to try and pick up a few kills. 350 away from streaks. Let's see if he can hold this out. He didn't spot Stifler in the top window. Cookie answers back on him.
Yeah, I've got to say, Smithy for me, definitely one to watch on this capture the flag. 14-7 straight away. You see Pato unlocking his Tempest as well. But just that whole kind of that side, it was very much Smithy getting in the face of the opposition, you know, pulling flags, making kills, doing both at the same time. He was kind of all over it and looked kind of in his element almost.
Absolutely. So let's see how they go to war on the second half of this CTF. Bit of a stalemate in the first half. Nil. Well, not 0-0. It was 1-0.
1-0, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
the
ignore
score
that
does
on
not
your screen.
actually carry over into the
Let's just see
second
what
half.
people have got. I'm going to flick through quickly for you guys. Seb nearly unlocking the scythe. Hive has been late, got from Jam, sorry. Stifler nowhere near the Vision Pulse. He must have already used it.
Yeah, he did in the last round. About a minute before the half ended, he used it to try and alleviate pressure as they were getting caught under by Bulldog. But Stifler does get that kill with the Razorback. There was actually a Hive used towards the middle of the map to make sure that was locked down, so that's quite an interesting strategy. Using it to almost, almost using it to lock down a side of the map means that they can actually push freely into a different direction, and they actually split on the left and the right, trying to separate the attention of Bulldog. As Jambino has pushed into this house, he does pick up Smithy in the back, spots Cookie in the back as well, and he is taken down. Seb on the defensive right now is taken down. Bulldog really in a good position here. Here comes Famous. Trades away kills. Looks like Trick could make something happen here as they start to spawn out into the laboratory.
For me, I think it's the next flag. I think whoever picks up this next flag, he's going to almost dig their heels in, you know, sit back, maybe defend a little bit more than usual. But it's who can get this first flag out. We see Stifler fall. Also, Jambino falls. Famous just maybe having to track back a little bit. He has got that kinetic armor in his back pocket to use when needed. But he's really, really trying to stay aggressive. He's going to see one. It's going to be those L-cars coming from Pato. Double L-cars, Pato. He knows the score.
Stifler playing defensive right now for his team as Bulldog come on the hunt. Wizard takes him down. Smithy is in the back on top of the bunker. Jambino has lost sight of him. He's got to be careful right now. Smithy, I would imagine he's going to use the kinetic armor very soon. He does use it. He turns on him. No, Jambino takes him down with the headshot. Obviously, kinetic armor not going to cover your head, and you're still just as weak as you normally would be. As Cookie again is coming around here. He has found that they have started to lose the flag. It is going to be returned, however, by Smithy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he didn't pull that flag, actually. 3 minutes left to go. Could we see a deadlock? Could we see this go all the way? Smithy trying to change things. 20-9 right now. Pretty much doing all the work for his team. Putting his team on his backpack. You know, he's really kind of leading the squad here. But alternatively, on the other side, more of a team effort there from Tricked. But still, 1-1 in points. Very, very even. No one kind of making the first place here.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Smithy playing so well. You know, I'm good friends with Smithy, so he talks to me quite a lot about Call of Duty and whether it's worthwhile keeping at it and whether he's good enough to keep playing. And after the performance we're seeing here, I think he's more than capable of doing it, and he really should give it his all.
Yeah, Smithy doing absolute work. Does get taken down there. Isn't going to be able to do anything further. But Wizard, you know, even the last one alive, still pushing, still being aggressive. To me, it just seems Bulldog want this a little bit more. But, you know, he's not going in their favour. Let's see what Tricked are doing.
Jambino has picked up the flag. Smithy is going to catch him out. Jambino answers back on Cookie. Here comes the flag. Smithy gets the answer back kill, and we're again at another deadlock here. So Bulldog really have to try and push out and see if they can get the flag pulled. If they can do that, they alleviate a little bit more pressure on them when they are on the defensive side. But if they do get that flag cap, all they have to do is go in defensive mode, and it is so easy to lock down that side of the map on the defensive side simply because of how much of a space there is between one of the side, the main building or the side laboratory. It is such a big open space where you've got to run from that cover to the flag and get it out of there again. And there are so many cars and little bits of cover that you can use and sit back with something like the 48 Dredge. And it really makes it difficult for the attacking team. But here comes Trick. They have managed to pull the flag. The Vision Pulse is going to go out as well. And they're actually going to push down the middle of the map here, Momo.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of a crazy route, but it could come off to them. And we see Seb not only doing that, picking up a kill, does have that counter UAV, and this could finalise things.
Is he away? He has got one in the back. He hasn't spotted him, though. Here comes the kill. It is another kill going down. Smithy goes huge. And another one. He can't get it away.
He's returned it. He's returned it. He genuinely has just returned that on the slide. Stifler was a little bit too slow. I have to apologise. I could not keep up with the guys. They were killing each other too quickly. Now we see the flag pulled on the other side and also shut down very, very quickly. We see it stay at 0-0. And the flag has been grabbed. Famous could change this for Tricked.
Yep, he's pushing up through the house. There is someone in bottom bar as well, so where's he going to go? He's actually going through the middle over the barbecue. And he's looking towards this rocks cut. He does pick up a kill on Smithy. He's being shot in the back. He's got to get out there. He has got some support. He's decided to juke them by going around the left. This should be a cap. 9 seconds left. Is he going to get it in? Yes, he does. Trick do pick up the flag. And he gets the kill to answer back as well. Kinetic armor in his possession. And there it is. Tricked. Pull away with the last gasp effort in this CTF. We're going to a map 5, Momo.
Yeah, straight away. Map number 5, Search to Destroy. It had to finish this way. We said how close these games have been. To quickly recap for you, Hardpoint won by 10, 15 points. Search to Destroy 6-5. Uplink 1 point, and now we see a capture the flag by 1 point itself. Going down to the wire. What a game we've got. Trick versus Bulldog. Really kind of matching up to each other. Who's going to take the Search to Destroy, though?
Oh, it's so close. I mean, Bulldog just looked really good on the Search and Destroy. The first Search and Destroy that we saw,
yeah,
it was definitely one that they had for themselves. I can't remember exactly what the last Search and Destroy map is. I'm sure our producer will tell us what the map is for the upcoming 5th map of this exciting series. And Smithy, that's got to be so devastating. 28 and 14. And they unfortunately lose by 1 flag. And we said it was a close series the whole way around. I mean, the Hardpoint and the Search and Destroy, arguably the maps where strategy is a little bit less needed, and it's more about your gun skill and the slaying, is something that went to Bulldog. And then the 2 maps that were a little bit more strategy-based, the Uplink and the CTF, although it was literally 1 point in both of them as well that separated it, go over to Tricked.
I think they've just, all the games have been so close, it's hard to kind of say one was better than the other for me. The one thing that's kind of pointing out to myself, and if I was sat on that stage over there, is Bulldog went 2-0 up, and to be 2-0, you know, to be 2-2 final map after going 2-0 up, you've got to be under that pressure. And for me, I think that's going to tip it over the edge, and I think Trick's going to take it.
Yeah.
But Bulldog looked good in the first Search to Destroy. They won it 6-5. But don't go anywhere, guys. Join us after this very, very quick break before we get into the Search and Destroy.